Good morning, students. Myself Kamal Nath, and once again I am with you with the question answers, some more interesting question answers from chapter Homesickness. This is the second part of the questions and second video of this week from the same chapter, and we have some more interesting questions to discuss. As you know, discussion of question answers broaden the concept of the chapter, what the writer has said in the story, and it is very clearly an autobiography, that is homesickness, and this term would have widened even your view about the sickness. What is that sickness? Especially homesickness, when you want to remain at home, attached with your parents, close to your parents. This here sense, this emotional here state is called homesickness. In the last video session, we discussed a number of questions related to the psychology, related to some very important and thought-provoking questions. We discussed in detail. I'm sure you all must have written them, learned them well. Here we have some more questions to discuss, and it's really advisable for all of you to do all the exercises, all sort of questions, that is grammar based questions, story based questions, all of them minutely and carefully since beginning in your notebook, so that it will be a great help for you, not just to face examination well, but at the same time to enhance your knowledge, broaden your concept of the story, understanding. So let us see what is in this part of video session that we have to discuss, we have to know, we have to understand and entertain ourselves. In fact, the question is here, that is here, understanding the text. This is here from understanding the text. First one is here, those questions I discussed in the first video session were also from the exercise. Some major questions here, and these are also very important questions that is for us to discuss today. First is here, for years after that, I used to get nervous whenever I found a toothbrush bristle on my tongue. This statement is of the writer, the speaker, the boy. For years after that means when his nanny had told a story about appendix reason. What was the cause of appendix? She had told him, you remember very well. So when he heard this from his nanny, as he believed his nanny too much, so firmly, he had great love and faith for his nanny. So for years after that, I used to get nervous whenever I found a toothbrush bristle, means toothbrush, teeth only, on my tongue. Now question is here, what is the question? To know, the question is, why did the speaker get nervous on finding a toothbrush bristle on his tongue? That's the question. And surely you know what will be the answer. You too can answer. But I am giving only a concept so that you too can frame sentence. You too can just make words to express the idea. I simply give you the central idea of the answer, and I do believe and I find that you all are capable to answer in your own language, and you do so. The speaker had asked his nanny what causes an attack of appendicitis, and she had said that if loose toothbrush bristles were swallowed by mistake, suppose when we are brushing the teeth and bristle of toothbrush is separated from toothbrush and is swallowed, then they get stuck in appendix. She told. She was explaining why we had here pain in appendix. She had told that, okay, she had said that if loose toothbrush bristles were swallowed, then they get stuck in the appendix and turn it rotten. That is why he would get nervous if he found a loose toothbrush bristle on his tongue. He believed so. Whether it was wrong or right is something else. He did not go in the depth of that to find the authenticity of this statement. He simply believed his Nani too much. He had deep faith. He loved his Nani. So, whenever he found any toothbrush bristle in his tongue, he got nervous. He thought so, same as she had predicted, she had warned. Let's now go to another question, second question, and that is like this. What can you understand about the speaker's attitude to his Nani from this statement? The statement that was told right now. Okay. Which other words support your answer? Two parts are questions. First, we have to answer about the speaker's attitude to his Nani from this statement, and which other words support your answer. This is the question. So let us see now. From this statement, it is clear that the speaker had great faith in his Nani's wisdom. He has a deep faith, great faith in his Nani's wisdom and intelligence, in her prediction. He believed whatever she told him. The other words that show his attitude towards his Nani, what he thought about Nani, what he believed about his Nani, are the supporting sentence from the story. Nani, who in my eyes was filled with more wisdom than Solomon. The speaker said this line about his Nani, what he thought about his Nani. He had told, Nani, who in my eyes was filled with more wisdom than Solomon. You have heard Solomon. Solomon in history was a great king known for his wisdom and intelligence. That is a real character in the history, Solomon. And so he compared the wisdom of his Nani with Solomon, that his Nani had more wisdom than Solomon, the king, the great king. Here is clear. You must be understanding everything, whatever is here. Second one. I entered the room clutching my stomach on the right hand side and staggering pathetically. This is the statement by a speaker, by the boy. Which room is being referred to? Here, I entered the room, that is the statement. Question is, which room is being referred to? And no doubt you know the answer. You are sure, you are right. The matron's room in the speaker's school is being referred to here. Matron's room of school. That is referred here. Another question is here. Why was the speaker clutching his stomach on the right hand side? Why was he clutching this side only, right hand side, when he staggered, when he entered in matron's room? The speaker was pretending to have an attack of appendicitis. He was pretending, he was acting. It was just a drama. He wanted to make his matron believe that he was suffering from appendicitis. And that's why he was clutching. He was clutching tightly to the lower part of the abdomen, tummy, okay, right-handed side. And he staggered, means he entered with great difficulty, as he had to pretend that he was not able to walk. He was dragging himself. He had observed his sister, who had really had such an attack, and she had complained of pain in the lower right side of her tummy. He remembered everything, what had happened with his sister, and he just was acting, repeating the same. That is why he was clutching his stomach on the right hand side. It's quite clear, and I think you must have understood. Question next is here. Why was he staggering pathetically? The speaker was staggering pathetically because he was pretending to be in great pain. He had to prove, he had to make the matron feel that he had severe pain in his stomach. He was putting on an act of being very ill, that he was very ill, so ill that he could not eat or walk properly. So he was staggering pathetically. So I hope that you must have understood these answers well, being explained and detailed, and like other question answers, you will note down these answers as well in your copy, in your notebook, and you will learn them very well. I do believe that these discussions of question answers even reveals all here the secrets or all the here complications of the story. If you must have any kind of confusion in the story, this would be cleared through these discussions. So thank you students once more being the part of this video, understanding and learning. Thank you all.